And then Dian is another app that you want to download, or you can also download Tianmao, which is more related to Taobao stuff. But Dian has a lot of daily necessities, but then they have a minimum weight that you have to reach before they deliver for free, which is quite easy for me, I buy rice and tissue paper from there, so there's no problem with that. And for certain items, they have quite a good discount. Like I know some of my friends, they get like those 199 minus 99 or something like that. But I've never gotten that before because things that I want, they don't have that offer. So yeah. Oh, and there's also this other thing that we get from Taobao, which is our medical stuff, our white coats, our stethoscope. Yeah, and I also got some other things that we didn't need for school, but I just got from there because they were cheap. The teachers won't tell you when to get them, and the seniors also, they don't remember when your juniors need them, when you need them. So you have to ask the seniors when you need to get them so that they can pass you the links, or you can actually just find one online because they're really not strict about what white coat you wear as long as it's a white coat. And the stethoscope, you can also just get any stethoscope that you think is good enough for you. Yeah, but if you want to get an example from what your seniors got, then yeah, you can get the links from your seniors. Okay, so for apps for 外卖, you might want to get Meituan. You can also use Meituan for going to food eateries outside. You can actually, if you're going in a group, then sometimes they have vouchers, like you pay $50 and then they give you a bit of a discount if you get that voucher on Meituan. And you can also get 外卖 off Baidu 外卖, and Taobao also has 外卖. And actually Taobao, I think for the first time you buy off their app for 外卖, you get a $20 voucher off, or I'm not really sure where that voucher came from. I think I bought something off Taobao and then I got that voucher. And then when I shared the voucher to my friends, then all of them got the $20 外卖 voucher. So I actually think it's a first-timer thing. Every time you buy something off Taobao 外卖, you also get vouchers, but it's never as much as $20. Yeah. And for Meituan, you also get vouchers every time. So it's actually pretty affordable when you get 外卖 off Meituan or like other apps. But then I hardly get 外卖 because it's really so much cheaper to cook on your own. I spend about $3, 3 renminbi per meal, not including rice and like gas and all that. But for groceries, it's $3 at most. And for transport, I don't use Didi Dacha a lot, but it's an app that most people get. I've only used it once. You can actually access it on, I think, WeChat or Alipay. There are a few options on Didi Dacha. One is like the Uber option, where they tell you the rough estimate how much it is to go to a place. And the other one is the regular taxi. So for the Uber one, the car will just be a random car. There's no like company logo or anything. But then for the taxi one, they don't tell you the price, and the car itself is also a taxi. But I think for me, I don't have a lot of experience taking Didi, but when I used it, it was roughly the same amount as taking either Uber or the taxi version. Yeah. But I really hardly use Didi because it's always so cheap to take the bus, and I actually don't really go out that much also. I don't go to church like some of my friends do. One of my housemates, she goes to church, but she takes the subway, which is around $4, I think. If you go further, maybe sometimes it's $5 or $6. Yeah, but for a bus, it's always $1 or $1.50. So it's really very affordable. Yeah. And for transport, the other app that you want to get is like the bicycle apps. You can get several, but then every time you download an app and you want to use the bike, you have to pay a down payment. So the expensive ones are around, I think there's one that's 199. I think that's Mobike, and they have the 小黄车, which is the Ofo. Ofo, I think it's 99, and then 小蓝车, I can't remember the app name, but I think it's like something 小蓝 or something like that. It's also 99 if I'm not wrong. Yeah. You can access some of these via Alipay or WeChat, but then when you want to get back your down payment, you have to download the app itself. So you must as well just download the app if you have enough space in your phone. Or you can just choose one app that you use, because all of the bikes are very readily available. Yeah. So just download one app that you like, and yeah. Okay, so there are a few other apps that I've heard of, but I've never used. One is Jingdong, which is similar to Taobao, but they accept, I think, both Alipay and WeChat. But I'm very used to Taobao already, so I'm just gonna stick to Taobao. Okay, so it's getting really dark, so I changed angles. So if you want to get supplements, like for me, I'm a vegan, so I need to get extra supplements for B12, which is either in the form of vitamin pills or nutritional yeast. You can get them off iHerb. I mean, iHerb is available in other countries as well, but then it's cheaper than Taobao to get your supplements off iHerb. Yeah. But then the thing about iHerb, it's that you have to reach a minimum spending before you can get free shipping. Yeah, so that's the catch. Okay, so there's definitely one more app that you have to get, which is the 手机营业厅. I think it might only be for 联通 users, which is the Unicom users, which I'm using. And for my plan, it is I used to use a 36 yuan plan, and then they give you $15 back. It's actually you pay $50 first, and then they put that in your account, and they give you $100 back. But so that $100 will be used to pay for your plan, and that plan is for 10 months, and then they'll give you an extra $50. So if you work it out, that is an extra $150 that you're getting. So you divide by 10, it's 15 extra dollars. So every month you only need to pay 21 yuan. And that plan, you definitely have sufficient amount of data. It's 1.024 GB, and you can bring over the data from the previous month if you don't finish it. And for calls, I think it's probably 30 minutes or 60 minutes is definitely going to be enough. And also for SMS, it's definitely going to be enough, because I mean, we don't really use SMS nowadays. So yeah, but I decided to change my plan. So now I'm using the 16 yuan plan, and it's the same thing. You give $50 and then they give you back $100. So you minus $15 from that plan, and then it's 16 minus 15, so you get to pay only $1 each month. So that is the plan that I'm using. My friends use other plans. I'm not too sure, but you can ask them. You can ask the seniors. They will be happy to help you. The thing about Chinese plans is that it's only for the province that you stay in. It depends on the plan, of course, but the one that I'm using now, it's only for the province that we are in, which is Beijing, and it's a student plan. So you just tell them you want a 学生套餐, and for this plan, because it's a student plan, they know that you are on holiday in January and February, and for summer it's July to August. So for those 4 months, you get to use your plan outside of Beijing. Yeah, so you don't have to pay extra for that. But if you go out of Beijing, like when I went to Tianjin and I accidentally used my data when I was in Tianjin, out of these 4 months, and I had to pay a bit extra. Yeah, so make sure you are clear about your plan, your phone plan. So the last thing is the famous VPN, which is used to jump the firewall. NTU has their own VPN, so you have to download something called Pulse Secure. It didn't used to be like that, but this is a new way to get VPN. But the problem with this one, I can only access Instagram using this VPN. I can't use Facebook or YouTube. But then I think some of my friends, they can use Facebook using this one, but I can't. So I went online to get my own VPN. I used two of them. One is free VPN. I just searched free VPN on Baidu, and then it was like the first one. So and the second one is green VPN. That one is pretty good, but then you can only use it for 1 hour a day. And I think the time zone is a bit different. So it's not like after 12 midnight then you can use another 1 hour. Yeah, I think they follow the US time zone or something like that. I'm not really sure, but yeah. But you can actually buy the green VPN. I think monthly it's not really that expensive. I think, was it 15 yuan or like 18 yuan? Yeah, I think it was 18 yuan a month. But then there's free VPN online, so I just use that. It's also limited, that one. You can only use 300 MB, but then I managed to watch quite a few YouTube videos using that, so it's sufficient for me. So I don't buy extra VPN. Yeah. But I think online you can just search VPN, and then there are quite a few free websites, but those are the two that I use mainly. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I have for now. Just feel free to ask me or any of the other seniors if you have any more questions, or if you just want to know anything about school or whatever that comes to mind. Yeah. It's really fun to be having so much freedom and living with your friends. So don't feel too afraid of leaving Singapore, leaving your family for such a long time. It's actually not really a long time, it's just 2 years, and you get to go back during the holidays. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time exploring Beijing and going to classes with your friends, seeing patients and all that. So don't be too afraid, it's gonna be alright. So yeah, hope to see you guys soon.